Hey everyone, long time no see. It is midnight connection time, and just a piece of social media podcast. If you ever decide to do this, it is good to come on the same time every week, or if you do it once a month, and be consistent. Consistency is so important, but I run a full-time ad agency, marketing agency, so I do these things when I meet beautiful people. And I just recently met a very beautiful person last week, and I'm going to bring her on. Her name is Stacey. But what was interesting was um, she's she's going to explain what she does, but like a travel agency. And I'm like thinking, a sales call. And I do believe any connection is a good connection. But the whole thing started out was like, who are you? How are you? And we just all this positivity and everything. And, what I do for a living and what she does for a living was really secondary. And I was like, I could just tell she just glowed. And I was like, I needed to have a midnight connection. So whenever I have a midnight connection, that is because I've met an amazing person. So let me bring on Stacey Hughes. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I am good. And so you are in sunny Florida, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm in Tampa, Florida currently. Yes.
This is my Orlando shirt. I was like, I'm going to wear this just for today.
You.
So anyway, I was just saying, how like I really liked our conversation, that we had and everything. I mean, we are going to get to talking about traveling, but I did go to church on Sunday, and it was a message that I really needed to hear, that you have to rest to heal. And, we put all this pressure, and we are our own worst enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have to rest,
Mm-hmm.
which, and that's what you do. You offer, vacations and everything. But, I just really could tell from you, from your heart and goodwill, that comes first. So what inspired you to take this unique approach to business? Because, I mean, you even told me like you're a child of Christ, like people don't like lead with that, you know? So can you tell me a little bit about how that came about, or why you chose this path?
Because basically, I believe that when you enter into anything, you have to enter in it because that's where the Lord is leading you to, and also because you bring yourself there. And with me, I'm just about the person on a whole. So that's just how I lead. I like to get to know people as people before business. So that's basically why I start that way. Getting to know you, getting to know, your likes and what you don't like and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was really, really nice. How has your faith influenced your approach to marketing and interacting with other people and everything?
It influenced it in knowing that you have to meet people where they're at and basically not push a product on somebody, knowing that the person cannot, provide the person cannot afford what you're selling. You can just tell them about it, and when they're ready to do it, let them, be the one to decide. I'm not pushy. I'm not a salesperson per se. I just give you the information, let you look at it and take it for what it can do for you. Because for me, I'm gonna do what I like. So I don't want nobody to push to me. So I'm not gonna push to them. So my faith is basically to say, if it's something that you want, you can definitely get it. However, I just don't push. I let you decide.
I liked how you said to me, I said, well, that's on my bucket list. And you said, don't have a bucket list. What did you say? You
It's
said,
a list. You have to do it while you're here. But that's when you already gone. There's nothing you can do when you're gone. So everything that you want to do, you have to do it now. We have one life. We have a beginning, a middle, and the end, and we have to make that middle count. That's the dash in between, because we have a born date. We have a dash in between. We have to make that dash count. Then we have our expiration date, and we don't want to expire and not have the things that we want to do done. So it's a living list.
right.
Nobody.
I like that, a living list, because I do say that a lot. It's on my bucket list. So I'm going to change, and I do believe that words, and I have changed a lot of my vocabulary. Words become actions and everything, and so, and I've noticed other things that I say that I'm like, you don't even realize they're negative, and
Mm-hmm.
point it out to you. So but I've never thought the bucket list. So now I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to say the bucket list anymore. It's like
You
you're
know,
wishing your own death on you. I never, ever, ever thought of it that way, though.
but it's like this. What you say is one thing, however what you think is another thing, because remember, our thoughts becomes the words that we speak, and then the words that we speak just becomes what it becomes, and we just have to watch what we're thinking. It's all in the mind. Mindset is like 100% the first thing that we all have to work on. I worked on it. I know I have a lot more to do. However, that's the first beginning of it. We just all have to work on our mindset and how we think, and not put the words out there, because yeah, the negativity, no.
So, how do you balance your business goals with your commitment to genuinely caring for people and connecting with them, especially when an industry is so sales driven and, you know,
Basically, traveling is for everyone. Traveling is definitely for me. And my thing is just balancing it by traveling and giving people the information, and whether they want to do it, it's on them. I can't push anyone to, go out there and put it in place. There's two parts of what I do. You can either be just someone to use the product of what I have, or you can be like myself and also get paid for doing it. So it's two sides to it, but I'm not pushing anyone. It's
right.
it's you decide. I give you the information and you decide.
So, one of just another thing about, besides resting to heal, like I also like the story about the person, two people, lumberjacks, are sawing and sawing, and one that wants to get it done wouldn't take a break, and the other one took a break and sharpened his saw, and then he finished the job faster, kind of like the hare and the tortoise and the hare. So we all need to sharpen our saws, and taking a vacation. Like, some people look at you like, oh, you party too much and everything. It's like, I'm working hard for a reason. and and I find, like, when I do, like when I left church, which is like, because I am unfortunately a workaholic, and I need a vacation more. So I might be like looking you up, because I'm going to speak this into existence.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
no longer be my bucket list. It's on my to-do list. And but tell me, let's tell everyone, because also what I found unique, it's going across the screen, Stacey Hughes at Dreamstrip, INTL, for international, I guess, .com/family first. Um, Explain. I know what it is, but I wanted you to explain it. How Dream Trips is different, because I am actually really interested in your business model. It's not like you're not like a travel agent at
Oh,
all.
not at all.
So, what is Dream Trips?
So Dreamtrips basically is a travel club where they curate your vacations for you. They believe in safety first. That's number one. So some of the trips that you would book has a host that hosts you in whatever country you're going to. So when you go to that country, you don't have to go to a native and you know attempt to get some information. They have a host there that's a part of Dream Trips that can show you around that country. So that's safety. You're not going to someone random. They also have, your excursions. Some of it included in the low price that you're paying for the club. Also, you have airport transportation, another part of safety, where when you get to the airport of the country that you're being, you don't have to look for Uber or Lyft to pick you up and take you to your hotel or your resort, because they have someone there to pick you up, take you to your hotel or your resort, then bring you back to the airport once your vacation is over. That's another part of the safety that they have. Some foods are included in the package. You just have to pick what trip works for you when you're ready to go on these trips. And the trips are not expensive at all. if I can, I'll tell you about a trip that I did go on.
Yeah.
With Dream Trips. I've been on many. However, about one that I did go on, and it was to Dubai. And a lot of people say Dubai is so expensive. You can't never make it there. You have to save yet for so many years before you can go there. The package that we because I went with my girlfriends, and the package that we had was 600, and I remember it to this day, $679 for the package. The package includes 7 days in the hotel that we were in. It include excursions every day that we were there. The only thing that it didn't include was the airfare, and to get to Dubai, we paid $1,100. So all in all, for the 7 days, our trip came up to $1,700, which, I mean, if you do that and you break it, and we had excursion, if you break it down and do it on your own, you're ending up paying more money. So the club does save you a lot of money. Um,
Hmm.
Another thing that Dream Trips, yeah, so that was our trip into Dubai. We did not see the hotel room for the whole time that we were there because we had so many excursions going on. And funny thing that happened to us while we were on that trip, the airport actually lost our luggage for 3 of the days that we were there, the first 3 days. So talk about washing what we had, wearing it. Although they did give us money at the airport to come every day and buy stuff, we still had to wash what we had. And yeah, it could have been a horrible vacation, but me, I was not gonna let that happen. I'm in Dubai. Like, this is
Yeah.
somewhere where you would never, somebody would say you can never go because it's so expensive. I'm not gonna let that ruin it for me. So we had a good time. We had a
I've
good.
only been out of the country once. I went to Italy.
Mhm.
And what I did, and we were with a trip, so that is, I do believe, a group, I meant to say. So I do like knowing how it's so important to be around people who can speak the language, because what I really liked is we started down south, and we worked our way up to Rome. And so further south, it was really Italian. Like,
Mhm.
everyone spoke Italian. It was just like authentic. And then what I mean by that is, so like, but and I like to, I was journaling, and so like I was just journaling all these differences. Like, you feel like you're, if you don't travel that much out of the country, you feel like what it's like to be like an alien, because everything is so different, in different countries. So I'm
Yes.
like writing down like all these differences. But then by the time we got to Rome, which was beautiful as well, but there's your McDonald's, and like, other southern Italy, they don't put ice in drinks, but like by the time you get up to Rome, there's ice in the drinks, and it's like it was more Americanized, and everything. So I really did appreciate the authenticity of being somewhere really different.
Yeah.
But I also felt the comfort of being with people that also spoke the language, and
Right.
the whole security thing.
That I love to travel to meet the different people, to do the culture and stuff like that. That's why I love to travel. I love it.
Now, is it only international trips, or can you be part of the club and travel throughout the US as well?
Yeah, definitely. Anywhere. Anywhere you choose. You can choose whatever package you want. They also have cruises that you can go on. One and another thing about the airport, like if they have layovers and stuff like that, they have a concierge within the package that you can also use those you ever seen in the airport where they have those lounges?
Right.
The concierge can book the lounge for you once you're in the group. They can book it. And
Very VIP.
the VIP, yes. And you mentioned something about going on a group trip. What they do also is that if you are in New York and I'm in Florida, and we book the same trip to go to, let's say, Bali, which I've been, um, which let's say we're going to Bali, right? We get a WhatsApp chat where we can conversate before we get there. So we already, kind of know each other because we've been conversating before the actual trip. So that's another safety thing. And then you have a group of people there that you kind of already know. So
Mhm.
it's like everybody is new to you. So they just do this whole safety thing, and I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
I read. So it definitely like you make friends on the trip and everything. So I guess like you do
But
make friends, like 'cause it's a club, and so you might have such a good time. You might do it again with the same people. Does that happen often?
yeah, we have, and that's the thing. You do it before you go on the trip, so you know them before you even get there. So yeah, it's that's what it is. That's what they do. They make it. They do safety very well.
So you told us about your unique experience, but have you noticed like a positive impact, a feel good story about any of your guests? You know, like something different
Yeah,
that might have happened, like that changed their life or was, I don't know, eventful or not like a typical vacation.
yes, a voluntary trip where they went and they made bottle like filled up the bottles with sand and water and stuff and made a school in Guatemala. One of
Really?
my yeah, and made a school because Dream Trips also have voluntary trips. So it's trips where you do go on vacation. However, they spend most of the time like helping out the area that they're in. It's not an actual just go and you're on vacation. You're helping out too. So they
Right.
have those type of trips as well.
That's nice.
Yeah. So part of your vacation will be vacationing. However, you're still gonna be working.
So, since you've been to so many places, what is your goals for you? I'm sorry. Are you there?
Yes, I don't know
Yeah.
what.
I think we got a storm going on right here. I think it just went
Oh,
out. So
oh, what was
we
the
get hurricanes up here too in Delaware, not just you in Florida.
right? Exactly. We don't have nothing going on right now. It's nice and crisp outside.
So
Yeah.
anyway, what I was asking is, what is your business goals, but also what is on your to live list, which is more fun than that.
Mhm.
Um, to places that you haven't. Is there any places you haven't been that you want to go?
There's one place that I'm going to go. Not, I want to go, and I'm going to go. Santorini, Greece, and I was talking about this earlier today. I was telling someone that's where I definitely want to go. Santorini, Greece. I don't know if you ever seen the pictures of it. It is so beautiful.
Hmm.
I want to go there, and I'm gonna go there.
Well, I think I actually have a lot of Greek friends, so yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So, I hear a lot about Greece, so I would think that'd be awesome.
it's pretty.
Um,
The pictures make it look like it's a different planet somewhere. It just looks so beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. Yeah.
so, um, so basically, if someone was interested, they would go to Dreams Trip, this URL that's coming across the screen, um, intl.com/family first. And then can they get in contact with you through that easily?
It would be better if they would call me or email me, or send me a text message, anything, and then can send them out some information. That would be better because then they can see basically what it's about, and in the information that I send them, and then we can move forward with that. So if you want, I can give your viewers my number. It's my number. I pay my bills. Yeah, so they
Sure.
can contact me at 917
Hold
49.
on. You know what
Okay.
I'll do before so it'll stay up for a little while? Give me 1 second. Okay, it's 917
495
495
8011.
8011. Okay, save.
You can add the email address there too.
Uh, your email is
Stacey Wrigley.
Stacy.
Wrigley, Rigley.
Uh huh.
at AOL.com. Yes, I still have AOL. It's not broke, so it still works. I still get all my emails, and I still delete the ones that I don't need. So it still works.
Okay, is that correct? Stacey Ridgely at AOL.com.
Regularly, yep. AOL.
Okay. Um, let's see what else. Well, you've already told us your a memorable travel experience. But how did you like get into this? Did you just start traveling first and then came across Dream Trips,
Yes.
or
Yeah, I was traveling before Dream Trips. However, when I've seen Dream Trips, it was a no-brainer because you can everyone needs to travel. I mean, even if you believe you can't afford it, everyone needs a break at some point because you can't work for 40 hours and 40 years and just no that's not life. You're not living. You're just going. You're just existing. So everyone needs this. So I was traveling before Dream Trips. When I saw Dream Trips, and it just made sense to me, the concept of not paying a whole bunch, going on these awesome vacations. And also, if you know somebody that wants to do the same thing that you're doing, you can get paid for it. It just sounds like a win-win.
right?
So that I said yes.
So what I was gonna say, but I think just the fact that you can travel and do this, I was like, what motivates you or inspire you? So I guess it's just the traveling. They go hand in hand.
The traveling, and also, like you asked me, if any member have memorable experiences. Yeah, because I want, if I want a memorable experience, I want someone else to have one too. And just hearing about those two is like icing on the cake as well, because that means that this person is actually living now, opposed to one vacation, two vacation a year. They're actually living, because people are taking more than one vacation with Dream Trips, because everything is curated for them and they're not spending so much money doing it. So yeah.
I did like how you said, I mean, depends what package you choose, but a lot of them are, because whenever I do travel, I mean, I have traveled in my lifetime. I've just been working a lot lately. But I do like all inclusive things where you don't have to worry about like, like the food's included and, I mean, not uh, usually it's not 100%, but at least when a lot of that is covered,
Yes.
this relieves a lot of stress.
Yeah. And there you go. You said it. I was going to tell you, it's not that every single meal is included. However, they have stuff that's included in the package. Excursions alone, because when you go on vacation, if you don't have the excursions included, you're paying for the vacation, you're paying for your excursion, you're paying for so much other add-ons. With this, it's a package deal, and you know what you're gonna get, you know what you're gonna do. So I find it to be a win-win, because it's a lot of things included in the deal, in the package.
Well, I like excursions too because like my concept of like I mean, trust me, I moved from Baltimore to be closer to the beach. So I do love the beach, but I am not a person just to lay out and then flip. And then I actually didn't really like the cruise that I took once. It was okay, but I'm just saying it was just a lot of laying out because there wasn't enough activities. And I know there's different cruises, so I was probably on the wrong cruise. But for me, it's like once I'd done everything on the boat, but I am an activity person and I
Right.
want to be doing stuff. So like I mean, I still like amusement parks. I mean, I like other vacations, but I mean, I've never swam with the dolphins or, like those are like, if I went to a place, those are the kind of things that I'd want to do. Is like, I
Exactly.
want to do stuff because I can
Yes.
only lay in, I don't get enough sun because I'm at the computer way too much. So whenever I get outside, I'm like, oh, the sun. But then at the same time, I cannot be like in the sun and that's all I'm doing, just baking.
just just laying there. You might as well be by your computer, like you want to, like, not that you want to be, however, not just laying in the sun, just not doing anything is not cool. So what's your most like exciting excursion that you ever done?
I mean, well, like when I went to Vegas, I used to work in Vegas, so I always did fun in Vegas. But I did that a roller coaster, that roller coaster that goes off the top.
Uh-huh.
and of the whole tower thing. And then they had an ice bar where everything's ice,
Yep.
and like the glasses are ice, the furniture's ice, like everything's ice, like things that you just can't do normally. I
Regular.
mean, my things compared to you are very tame, you know,
No,
like
oh no,
I just
the
love.
thing own them. They're not same. They're cool things. We did that too. Not the one that you did. I seen the one that you did, but I didn't get to. However, I haven't gotten to do that one yet. I did the one in Miami. They have some kind of ice bar in Miami. That's the one that I did. It's not that one. And your stuff is not tamed. It's out there.
Well, I think it would be fun to go to other countries, but like Cedar Point is the home of the roller coaster. I don't know why I keep bringing it up. And I love Walt Disney World. So that's what I'm saying. I'm an adrenaline junkie. Like
So
I want to do jet skiing and you know, I want to be like in motion. I've always wanted to do even like I think fishing is the boringest thing and I don't even want to touch the stuff. But there's a difference between like deep sea fishing where the boat's like traveling. As long as the thing I'm on is
yeah,
moving.
you would like a catamaran tour because that's a boat, a party boat that moves in the ocean, and it leaves you like mid slap dab in the ocean. We went on one of those, and you can snorkel and go down like way down. Yeah, we did that. One of my most adventurous one was the parasailing. We did the jet ski and went on the parasail. That
I've done
was,
that. Yeah.
you said
I,
you've done
I've done parasailing. Yeah. I did it just
one.
recently with my son. So, and you know how teenagers are all moody and everything and like never smile. And like, so we're up there and like, I actually saw a smile on his face and I was like, I got you to
Yeah,
smile.
exactly. It was the awesome experience. Jet skiing to the parasail was what like I would never have thought I would have done that. And I did. And one thing I would think I would never do is bungee jump. However, I think if the opportunity comes up, I think I might. At this
I've
point,
always wanted to jump out of a plane, but with someone else. Like I wouldn't do it
or
myself.
someone on you,
Huh?
someone like a
Yeah,
body.
on you,
Thing.
tandem, I think they call it.
Yeah.
Because I did do a bungee where they pull you up, and I made my girlfriend pull the cord because I couldn't even pull the cord. I had fun, I enjoyed the whole thing, but it's like I don't want to be responsible for pulling the cord.
I get it. I get it. You don't want to do it too soon or too late. I
Yeah.
get it.
So I've been just doing a lot of staycations or 24 hours. I went recently to that's why I said international. I did go to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and I want to go back. That place was incredible. And I didn't even see hardly anything. I wasn't there long enough. It's like that's the horrible thing. When you go somewhere it was just a total tease because I wasn't there long. I saw all the stuff. I mean, I did 3 or 4 great things, but I saw all this stuff I want to do, and like now I need to go back. So yeah, I just and then I mean, or like when I'm visiting friends, I have on my YouTube channel. This is like out in West Virginia. This is not like a vacation, but I've always heard of the name just slash rooms or whatever,
Oh,
smash
oh,
rooms.
yeah, where you could go break stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so we did that and we just like broke all this stuff like
that's
TVs and
awesome.
China and it was fun. It was a lot
Get
of
all
fun.
your rage out. That's the rage. Call it the rage room. I've
Yeah,
heard.
rage room too. Yeah.
Yeah,
And yeah, so I just like things that I've never done before. So, experiences. And
yeah.
that's one thing I also do. I'm sure people do this maybe through your thing, but a lot of times I don't give gifts to people. A lot of times whether it's the theater or an event or something, because to me, it's like the experience and everything.
Mhm.
And I take a zillion pictures. And now that I'm on TikTok, it's like I everything I do, I have to make a TikTok of it. But I'm not doing like those dances and stuff.
Right.
I just like, but instead of having, I still have the pictures from the events, but now I have like a picture and I have a video. So I mean, I just think, I mean, yes, we talked about how it refreshes you and then and all that, but I also just thrive on the memories. I just There's so many times I'm just like always looking at like, and even making new memories, but I'm thriving on the old memories, especially
Ex-
when I see like pictures of my son. He's going My son's going to freshman year in college on
Oh,
Thursday. I think that's why I'm talking about him so much.
I'm gonna miss him.
But yeah, I'm not really. I think I went on the wrong cruise, but my son mentioned he'd like to go on a cruise someday. So, and I've always wanted to go to Alaska, which
They
is
had
not
that,
like the sun and all that, but I just think that would be like a really interesting experience.
they had the Alaska cruise not too long ago. I don't think they go out all the time. I think you have to check to see like when what part of the seasons they do the cruises do go out, because I think it's a certain time. I don't think it's all the time.
Yeah. Well, is there anything that you would like to share? I mean, wrapping this up. I mean, I could talk to you all night. I'm like in
Yeah,
heaven talking about vacation. Like,
we're just piggybacking. It's awesome. This is awesome. Yes, this is awesome. Maybe we'll do a take two. Who knows? Maybe
sounds good.
yeah, maybe we'll do a
Well,
take.
I do find it interesting, and that's another note to plug a friend of mine, but who is in Tennessee actually as well. But he has a YouTube channel, and his he believes in not never taking the highway
Hmm.
and always taking back roads.
The low.
And his whole YouTube channel is like the kind of places you find when you take the back roads. And then he's into the military. Well, he was in the military. And so all the national state parks, and that's on my living list, is I'd like to have a class B RV, which is more like van life. Um, and yeah, I would really like to just, I mean, I would love to travel internationally as well. Um, I think Japan would be amazing, and I think Greece would be amazing.
I'm
But I
going.
mean, there's so many
Going.
places
I'm going.
locally as well.
Yeah, that's the funny thing too, though. A lot of people live somewhere where it has a lot of things that you can do, a lot of adventurous things, a lot of theme parks, a lot of everything, and they would rather to go internationally. Like I'm from the Bronx, I'm from New York, and I've seen most of New York, and some people that live in New York don't even know what the Statue of Liberty actually looks like. Like, how have you not been to the Statue of Liberty and you live right outside the door? And someone else from another country will come here to these. That's what happens though, because you
Yeah,
live and feel like it's gonna always be there. So you can that's what I believe that people think in their head, like it's gonna always be there, so I can always go there. Let me go somewhere else, see that, and then I can piggyback. I don't know. I think that's what people think. I don't believe that. I've been to a lot of places where I live, not
yeah.
in Tampa yet.
And actually, I can comment on another. So we went to up to New York. My son has a friend, and we were right on the New York New Jersey line. And so we were in New Jersey, and they went to the Palisades Mall, and they did it last year because it's this huge mall. But last year, I remember driving by, seeing this place with like a roller coaster and everything in it, and then we did it again, and it's called American Dream.
Uh-huh.
So I said to Gage, he did do the Palisades the one day, and I said, why don't we? It wasn't like on the plan, and that's another great thing. Is like when things are not part of
Spontaneous.
the plan.
Spontaneous.
And we went to American Dream, and like they had an emotion museum,
Ooh.
and every room was an emotion. and you had to guess the emotion, and then they had QR codes, and they had a saying, and I mean, most of them you could get. And I love taking pictures, so I was driving my son crazy, and I like because like they're all like these really really cool rooms, and yeah, I just like doing goofy stuff like that. And then the other place was a bubble place, and everything was bubbles. They had a pool that was the size of an outdoor community pool,
Oh,
that big. We're not talking like a McDonald's size pool, like not like a little ball pit. I'm talking massive.
wow.
And it was a huge ball pit, and then another room was filled with these punching balloons, but like thousands of them. So you're just like going through, and I mean, I just like just to experience stuff that you don't experience every day. Put
Exactly.
yourself in scenes and sceneries. They're just different.
Exactly. It does something for you. It does something for your mental. It because it kind of take you out of, I believe, out of your everyday life. And that's another thing. I don't go on vacation to get away from my life. I go on vacation to actually elevate it, bring more to it, because you get the experiences from these places, and you just kind of like bring, they just live with you. They're with you because you experienced it. So I don't go on vacations to get away from my life. It's for the experience. So yeah, a lot of people don't do it, but need to do
Uh, I love your mottos.
it.
I'm gonna start living by your mottos. That's why I was like, I gotta have you on. And thank you for being on. And I mean, I do know a lot of my friends travel, so maybe some of them will be kept calling you and everything. And yes, thank
Looking
you so
forward.
much.
Looking forward. And if anything else, I enjoyed this, and yeah, it was awesome. Awesome. Thank
Thank
you.